Hey friends, got another daily video for you today. I did miss yesterday's because it was just a little bit of a wild day. So I am currently self-quarantined for some amount of time. Oh, good. I thought my computer just froze. That was a sketchy moment. Probably in the last day or two, like the last several days, about how to keep my own energy level high because it's really easy to get sucked into. We should be. I've been hearing a phrase a lot. I can't remember exactly how it goes. Something about we shouldn't be afraid. We should be like we should overreact, but we shouldn't panic. I think it's something like that, and it's really easy to get kind of caught up in all that fear. And it's important that we feel some degree of fear in a situation like this because that fear is going to drive us to action that'll save lives and protect other people. But it can also be, it can dampen your ability to be a helpful human being because we're afraid. All we want to do is like sit on the couch all day and watch TV. So at least I don't know. That's how I cope with being afraid. I don't know about you guys. Sometimes I'll listen to music, but basically, like nothing useful. I'm no use to anyone when I feel fear. So I've been thinking about how I could, what role or what purpose I could serve, how I could be helpful to someone, to any near or far. And there's a couple things that I've thought of. So on the one hand, a lot of people are sharing news about the coronavirus and sharing information, and I think that's really important. But I don't think that's my role. I don't resonate with that. First of all, like, what do I know? I'm just, following the news like everyone else. But second of all, I'm a little bit leery about the idea of propagating fear. Again, we need to overreact. We need to like be aware of facts, but we also need to be in a higher vibrational state so we can, help lift each other out of this situation. There's yeah. So essentially, I've kind of realize two things that I need to do. And the one thing that I need to do is connect with loved ones. And it's going to be connecting via video conference like this, like Skype and Zoom and stuff like that. But and I've been texting some friends and sending messages out this morning. I just feel this strong compulsion to do one of the things that has the most meaning of this entire life to me, which is nurture my many wonderful relationships. And I know so many wonderful people, and I'm just so fortunate to have so many wonderful people in my life. And I want to really, I feel like I don't want to say use this as an opportunity because that sounds bad. Like I don't want to use a pandemic as an opportunity to connect with loved ones, but it is at the same time an opportunity for just that. And the second thing is I want to do work that is meaningful, that's going to bring people joy. So I don't know what this means in clear terms yet, but on my YouTube channel, like Piano TV, I do piano videos. I have coaching students. I have a course that's currently running where we're doing like live Q&A sessions and stuff like that. That seems to me to be really important because there's like I'm not a doctor. I can't help people in the front lines. I don't have aging parents to care for. I have a small child. Like everyone has their own role to play in the upcoming several months or more. We don't know how long this is going to be and how it's going to play out. And some people's role might be to take care of loved ones. We have first line responders. We have nurses and doctors and like so many other types of people like me who I'm useless. Like, what can I do to help anyone? I'm just some random musician. It just feels like how is a musician at all beneficial in a situation like this? But music does spread joy. Music lifts people up. Being able to learn a musical instrument, to practice a musical instrument, is an opportunity to get away from the noise and get in the zone and connect to yourself and feel more empowered. If you're in a better mental state and you're not at this low level of fear and you're in a higher state, then you're going to have a feeling of purpose and strength to go through whatever is going to be coming. And we need that. Stress and fear lowers the immune system, so that's something to keep in mind as well. We need to do things that keep our energy up. So like, if you're a fitness instructor and you're no longer teaching people, maybe you could do videos, maybe you could share things with your friends, maybe there's probably something you could do to alleviate other people's boredom, because that's going to be a big part of it too, to raise people up. I'm only speaking as a musician, and that's all I really know how to do. But yeah, so basically, and with this channel, I do intend to continue these videos and keep posting every day. I don't know where the subject matter is going to lead. I'm just going to keep following the path of inspiration on what feels meaningful to share, and how to connect with you guys. But this feels like an important thing to do as well. And yeah, I think one of the big challenges for me, and maybe something we'll explore, is just being more open and personal and vulnerable in public. I suck at that. I'm pretty like let's stick to business. Let's not get deep. I'm like that in my personal life. If we're having a coffee, like we're having a one-on-one chat, we can get personal and deep. But doing it publicly, I find it really valuable when other people do it. I love blog posts and vlogs and videos and things like that, where the person on the other end is a real person, and they share their vulnerabilities, and it allows me to connect with them and also connect with myself and learn a little bit more about myself. Uh, and connecting, I think, like I mentioned, there's two things I think that's really important at a time like this, and one of them is connecting, and two of them is um, essentially trying to serve the greater good in your own way. So that's going to be my challenge, I guess. Getting to know you guys, being a little bit more personal, and trying to find the courage, I suppose, to do so. So I don't know, again, what this means for Piano TV. I'll probably do, I think I'm going to start something. I think I'm going to start a project, create a bunch of free content, just for people who are hanging out at home and stuff like that. This is a great time to not just like sit and marinate in fear. It's a great time to help others and pursue something that you're passionate about. So I want to support other people on that journey. So I think that's pretty much everything I have to say today. Oh, wow. This is like the first time in a few days where I haven't talked for 20 minutes straight. I will look at the chat channel. I've been kind of ignoring it. I will say also that I feel very fortunate to live in a place like Saskatchewan, because our population is really dispersed. And the thing about living in a place that isn't a big central tourist destination is that we have a little bit of extra time, like several weeks of extra time, to see how things are shaping up around the world and act more quickly, perhaps, than other countries have, because countries who were hit early don't have any frame of reference for how bad this virus could be. So we, in my small little province, small in population, large in scale, are able to kind of see that. And I think we'll be taking stronger measures sooner than a lot of places might otherwise have. So I feel fortunate for that. All the daycares are closed. All the schools are going to be closed officially on Thursday. Michael's a teacher, so they're closing school for the rest of the year. So there's no more school till September. Maybe, like, so again, there's a lot of unknowns there. So life as we know it is going to radically change. It already has. Most of us are going to be working from home. A lot of us might be in really difficult situations, and that's something that frightens me a lot too. There's so many vulnerable people who don't, like, I'm just so fortunate that I can work from home, right? And my work will change, but it's not going to change that much. It's not the difference between, having a job and not having a job, which a lot of my friends and people I know are going through. I can't imagine like how difficult this is going to be for a lot of people. So feeling fortunate for where I am. I'm also feeling fortunate that I had the wherewithal to, I have a pretty full pantry, and stuff like that, because I did take initiative a couple weeks ago when I first started reading about the coronavirus. So, pretty good to just like sit here for a while, and I can limit human contact because I have to self quarantine. So, but yeah, I'll try to not wallow on the couch in misery, and perhaps be at least a little bit useful to you guys. So it's nice to see that so many of you managed to join. I think I'm going to wrap this up. And for those of you who just joined now, you can always go back and check out rewatch it or whatever. So yeah, thank you so much. This is actually, I think, the most people I've had on a live session like this. We must be There must just be a lot of us at home. So I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me as always.